Yeah, so today we're gonna speak about set five, full release. We're gonna go card by card. Today, I kind of overslept. Came home from work this morning, and I woke up like about like 2 hours ago, and then I didn't get the chance to actually do the release, the full leak, and try to grind on the game. I'm gonna try to do that tomorrow. But today we're just gonna talk about everything that's coming out for set five, which is in February 14, Valentine's Day. It's a Friday. Set five is called New Adventures. I want to hear your takes on this set. I'm not gonna lie, I know what's my take, but everybody got different opinions about it. Every time I come on stream, I talk bits and pieces of it on how I feel about every leader with more and more leaks that they actually drop. But today we can actually fully speak about um, how this set looks going into the next meta, and then see how it goes. So we're gonna start it off with, take this out the way, go to the database. All right. So this is the red leader for set five that's coming out. Sun Goku Mini from Daima. Standard is a 15k swinger. When attacking, draw one card. When your life is at four or less, draw one card. Then flip this card over. That's the standard side. On the awakened side, oh, okay, so it's the same card. My bad. So let's just flip it over. On the awakened side is 20k swinger. When attacking, draw one card. Once per turn, choose up to one of your battle cards with the Daima and its card name in the battle area, and it gets 10,000 power for the turn. This is definitely good in certain situations, and with the support that we got already from set four, and now going into set five, there's gonna be a lot of diamond cards that's gonna make this deck a little stronger than what is supposed to be. But we're gonna see how that goes. But definitely the leader is gonna be one of those leaders that we're gonna have to be paying attention to. So the first card that's coming out is Caden Daima. And two drop, 15k swing, 10k combo. When attacking, if your leader is awakened, play up to one battle card with the cost of one and Daima and its card name from your hand. Okay, so definitely is a good card, and I can see a couple of people playing this card in the whichever Daima Goku deck that they're gonna actually build because of the potential of putting this into 20k swing. Um, with a regular Diamond leader, and then with the Super Saiyan, he could go up to 25. And I know there's a couple of cards that we already spoke about that gives a little boost to every other Diamond cards on the field by like 5 or 10k, depending on the card that's actually being played. Definitely a good card, and it's a 10k combo. So that's one thing that this set has for red, that has a lot of small bodies, but there's a lot of 10k combos coming in hand. So it's not going to be as easy to try to put the pressure on your opponent. I mean, try to put the pressure on, yeah, on your opponent that's actually playing any other diamond leaders. Next card will be Master Roshi Mini Daima, looking like Krillin on the low low. It's a vanilla card, three cost, 25k swing, 10k combo. I hardly thought people was gonna play this because right now vanilla cards is not really a thing. Vanillas and blockers is not definitely a thing right now, but we'll see. We'll see how people build their decks going into this set, and we'll try to see if people actually start putting blockers because potentially with the swings, with the cards that we're getting now, the power swings that people actually are ascending to, which is 30k, 40k, you're gonna be burning a lot of cards out your hand. So your best bet will be to try to add some blockers into your deck, so like that, you don't have to use that many cards out of your hand to like protect yourself from power swings. Next card will be Kabito Mini Daima. It's a three cost, 25k swing, zero combo. It's a critical. Critical is when this card inflicts damage with an attack. The life is placed on the drop instead of your hand, just in case if people don't know what's critical. and then on play add up to one card from your life to your hand. One thing I definitely do like that um Bandai actually fixed is that when Sec 1 came out, there was a lot of cards that mandates you to take a life. And now, ever since that doesn't work out, they started to put a add up to one, meaning you don't have to self um, take a life depending on the situation. So 3 drop 25k swing is definitely good. Crit actually put pressure on your opponent because it's either gonna take the hit or burn cards so they don't have to take the hit. And you know, I should start losing hand size. The zero combo will be a problem, but it depends on how you're building your deck. If you build the all diamond deck, you could definitely potentially put at least one or two of these into your deck. But this card is definitely gonna be good for going into set 5. Next up is Glorio Daima, 1 drop, 15k swing, 10k combo vanilla. Just a standard vanilla, Like I said, people's not gonna be playing the vanilla cards because there's other cards that you can actually play at that cost that does a little more than just be a battle card on the field. You have a lot of 1 drops, 2 drops, 3 drops, or 4 drops, depending on the vanilla. That they have a special effect that actually can help during the turn or every single turn. And yeah, so vanillas is not really that is a thing right now, unless they got special cards that special summons vanillas out of your hand. So that's definitely a thing you gotta worry about. Yo, 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 what up, Brody? With the cooler emoji, I like that. I like that. Long time no see. The next up is the Glorio Daima, which is a 4 drop, 25k swing, zero combo. On play, if your leader is awakened, your opponent's leader gets minus 5,000 power for the turn. And when attacking once per turn, if your leader has Daima in its card name, switch this card to active mode. So this card is definitely good because it's not what you call it, leader locked to use a special effect on play, because the on play is what people is actually going to look forward to. But it's definitely good that it's leader locked on the secondary effect, because to restand this card and to swing 25k, swing twice, and that's just standard. So if you got the Daima, any of the Daima leaders with this card on the board, you could potentially swing from 30 to 40k swing twice, and that's gonna be crazy enough that you gonna be ending up burning cards out your hand. Nothing much, bro. Just here, I kind of woke up late. I was supposed to stream earlier about this leak, and you know, try to do like deck profiles and like potentially deck profiles on this. But I had to sleep. I've been having a long week at work and trying to get this leaks going, and then take a quick nap before going to work tonight, and then tomorrow I'll just start grinding, and then tomorrow I'll actually go in depth with what I'm gonna do with set 5. Let people know that set 5 might be active on the Untap app, and show them how that works onto building and playing on the app, because you can actually play it on your phone if you could download it on your phone, and you can actually play on the computer. I fuck it when you do shit like this, even though I don't play the game, but you really be sounding like a YouTuber for real. Nah, I really appreciate it, bro. I just I try to get as much content as I can, bro. Honestly, I'm definitely been. You already know me. You know me. I've been playing this game since it came out. I was on my Yu-Gi-Oh jump off with you guys, and then I just jumped on this. I told you guys I had in advance that once I started reading that about this game, I was like, you know what? This is the game that I'm actually gonna tune into, and I'm not gonna stop on grinding on it, on streaming, and stuff like that. This got a mobile app? No, it does not have a mobile app. Right now, what they're working on, I don't know if it's coming out next month, but it's definitely going to come out for the Mac. So because right now it's only for PC, so I guess Windows, and it's going to definitely come out for Mac. And hopefully it does a good success that most likely they actually do it for mobiles or even other platforms. I think they're trying to take it slow because with Dragon Ball Masters, with what we tried it upon when we was at work, that's Masters. That's still out, but they don't have like a client to play this online unless you're playing like broken, like on the OnTap app. It's not an official site to play the game, like it's not supported by Bandai. But right now it's just for PC, Windows, and then they're gonna come out hopefully by next month on the Mac. Um, because right now they did a lot. They've been kind of sleeping. They had everybody patiently waiting on what they're gonna do for the set. This is about to hit a 1 year anniversary on February 23rd, even though set 5 comes out on February 14th. But definitely actually has the potential this set to bring a lot of people to play the game because one, the game is not expensive, it's cheap unless you want to go, high roll on getting everything so shiny like you. But even the shiny cards is not that really expensive. They average like about, let's just say, 30 to like $50 a piece, depending if they're like regional editions, tournament editions. Then those are probably kind of more expensive. But it's definitely a game that they actually put a lot of effort into it. This year they got set 5 coming out in February. They have the new starter deck SS3 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta from the Daima um um brain fart from the Daima manga from the Crunchyroll TV series that they have out now. Super Saiyan 3 starter deck. They have the Dokkan Battle, the app game. I know you guys know about Dokkan Battle. Dokkan Battle, they have 2 starter decks coming out as well. We could definitely talk about that too. Also, they have the for 1 year anniversary case as well that's coming out. They have so much things coming out month after month, all the way till June. That's definitely looking official. And within the time frame, they have the regionals in the mix as well. Love my shit, my shiny shit. Yeah, so definitely, it's not gonna be expensive like Yu-Gi-Oh. Y'all still hit up the card spot or not? Well, I've been talking to him from time to time. You see me always posting in the chat. Anybody just be doing their own thing, honestly. I've been playing Marvel Rivals from time to time with Eric. Oh, now I was about to ask for the Vegeta. I seen that shit though. Man, if you use my Dokkan Battle account. Well, it's a collaboration that they actually did with Dokkan Battle. So the card art that they have on the Dokkan Battle app, they got it in this game, which was you're gonna see. You're gonna see some of them. I'm just gonna try to go through each and every card here. So we already spoke about the Glorio. Let's go to the next one. Next card. Right now we're only talking about the red cards. This is the alternate version. So this is what I'm talking about. The shiny cards, the one that I just spoke about. This is the shiny version of it. The alternate version, which most likely gonna be like in the range of, well, pre-release is probably gonna be a little bit expensive. It'll probably be like $50, but it might be a little bit. Once the pre-release is done, this card might probably drop to like $15 to $20. So that's what I'm saying. It's not expensive to play this card game. Um, Next card up will be the Son Goku 3 cost 20k swing 10k combo. One attacking, choose up to one battle card in your opponent's battle area, and it gets minus 10,000 power for the turn. This is definitely going to be a good card to play. I could definitely see this card playing in the U7 deck, because a lot of people, forgot about that deck. But you got to think about it. This is a 20k swing, but if you're playing it with the U7 and U7 is awakened, U7 gives everybody across the board that's under U7 5k combo power. So he'll be swinging at 25k every single time, but he's minusing 1,000 on one of the battle cards on the field, which is definitely good. So, well, let's see. This set actually supports a lot of the old leaders that people's not using, and hopefully brings them back up into the potential of being one of the, leader that contends and being not top tier, but at least tier 2, at least. Because right now I think this is like locals, categorized in locals, and most of the tier list that everybody actually posts up. Stay on my grind. Yeah, yeah, definitely, bro. I really appreciate you tuning in as well. Next up will be the Sun Gohan Adolescence. Is a 4-drop 25k swing 10k combo on play. Add up to one card. One card with the cost of 3 or less, and Universe 7 and special traits from your drop to your hand. So we just spoke about the Son Goku that's actually a U7. So if they get to pop that off the field, you can actually bring that card back to your hand, and that's actually a 10k combo as well. So Red is looking like they're having a lot of 10K combo support, which they didn't have in the previous sets. So, like I said before this set came out, set 5 is basically going to be on draw power and combo power because, there's going to be a lot of power swings from 25 to 30. From 30, I'm started to think like 30K and over. So, I won't be surprised people start to play blockers because these swings are going to be kind of heavy. And unless you wipe these bodies off the board, you're going to have a rude awakening trying to go turn by turn with your opponent. Excuse me. Next up, secret rare card is a 2-drop Tamagami number 3 from Daima, the TV series. It's a 15K swinger, 5K combo. It's a blocker. Like I just said, blocker is going to be a thing. Permanent, this card can be KO'd once per turn. So you can KO this card. You're going to have to try to like pop this card twice in order to remove it from the board. But it's definitely going to be hard for this card to get eliminated from the board. And don't fall asleep just because it's 15K swing. Remember, the two Daima leaders actually give Daima cards on the board 5 to 10,000 combo power. So this could be swinging at 20 to 25 um, power swing, and then it could definitely be good to apply pressure to your opponent, or you could just leave it there and use it as a blocker, and then it's gonna block and actually stay on the board. So that's gonna be good. Either your opponent's gonna have to swing at this, or swing at your leader and try to apply more pressure. But you gotta think about it like this: you leave this card on the field, he's gonna be swinging at 20 to 25 power swing, or maybe more, depending on the situation of the turn. This is the alternate art version of this card. It's definitely I like the pop of this card. I like both of the art. They both gonna be hollows, shinies. Um, but I feel like this one is a little bit better. I like the artwork for this set. This set, you see the pop in the back of the background and stuff like that. So this is definitely the alternate version of it. Next up is the Tien Shihan. It's a 2-drop 15K swing, 10K combo permanent. On your opponent's turn, this battle card in the battle area gets 5,000 power. So he's going to be at 20K on the board, just sitting there. And then it's a Self Awakener as well. And it's under Universe 7. So like I said, U7 Goku is getting a lot of support now. So I won't be surprised that people start playing U7 because he could actually swing for 20 and be on defense on 20. So he's protected on not being a 15K swing. So that's definitely good. Black cards were meh of the whole set, in my opinion. We're gonna get to black. I just started. I'm talking about red right now. Definitely want to talk about black next, most likely. I'm not really a. I gotta see. I was reading on it, but we're gonna take our time on seeing what these sets look like, and then what color looks like it got the most boost. But right now, red is definitely looking good. All I'm seeing is a lot of 10K combo power, so that's gonna be uh, uh, a good thing for red because red don't have that much. Next up is Neva Daima, 1-drop 5K combo, 5K attack on play. Look at 5 cards on the top of your deck. Reveal up to one non-Neva Daima card with the cost of 4 or less and Daima in its name, and add it to your hand. Place the rest. Okay, so this is a good searcher. If you actually build a full, you don't have to do it, but the way all these Daima supports, you can literally build a full Daima deck and still be competitive and strong enough to be top tier. But this card to be a searcher for Daima is definitely good because you could try to get one of the big power swing guys from 4 costs or less, like the Glorio that could basically dual strike if your leader is awakened, and then minus your opponent's leader on play by 5. So if your opponent's leader is at 20, awaken is going to be at 15 because of the on play that Glorio has. Remember when I used to run that cell deck and not know how the fuck to use it? It's funny because you knew the play style of that cell deck for Masters, but your swings were so weak, and that shit was funny. But you got the hang of it. I just feel like you was missing certain cards in that deck to actually apply a lot of pressure. But the cell deck here for Fusion World, because we was playing Masters at the time, Fusion World, he's a little bit better than the one in Masters, and a little bit, cause you can actually build the deck a little bit better here because it's not expensive. I used to spam that broken ass ability, not knowing the cost. Yo, yeah, we had to learn. We had to learn the hard way. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Next card is Hibis, Daima, 2 drop, 10k combo, 10k attack. On play, choose up to one battle card with 1500 power or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. This is definitely going to be an alright card. I really don't see a lot of people using this card because 15k swingers is not going to be a thing um, going into this meta. Maybe if you start negating them body counts down to 15, then that's something different. But from what it looks like, this set is all about boosting up power swings. So I could definitely not see this card being played much in many decks. Our next one is Pansy Daima. 1 drop, 15k swing, 5k combo, permanent your turn. If your leader's awakened, this card in the battle area gets 5,000 power. This is definitely good because you can start spamming 1 drops late game, 20k swings, apply pressure to your opponent, and then burn cards out your opponent's hands, and then try to go out for the try to try to try to minimize his hands, so like that, just in case if you don't take him out that turn, at least you did damage to his hand, and your hand is actually healthy enough to combo out of his power swings. Next up is another Pansy Daima, 1 drop, 5k attack, 10k combo. On play, choose up to one of your leaders or up to one battle card, both with Daima in their card names in the battle area, and it gets 5,000 power for the turn. So this is not an effect that cannot be used on its own. So let's just say if you're using the Super Sun Goku, Super Saiyan Sun Goku Daima, you can actually use this effect to put this up to 15, and then use this effect on its own, and then this will be a 1 drop 20k swing, just like the other Pansy, which will be because it gives itself 5,000 power as well. So now you got 2 cards in the field as a 1 cost 20k swing. So like I'm saying, you got a lot of 1 drops that you can start spamming on the field that to apply as much pressure as you can to your opponent to burn cards out of his hand, and at the same time, if you want to keep them there and not swing, there's actually a 10k combo power. Next up is another Pansy Daima. It's a 2 drop 20k swing, 0 combo. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. When KO'd, if your leader has Daima in his card name, draw 2 cards. Definitely a good card as well. You could potentially play this card, 0 combo. This is the second 0 combo that I've seen in like about 7, 8 cards that I already spoke about. So, it's not gonna hurt you that much, and especially you get to draw cards, draw 2 cards. The only color that you have to worry about this deck, well, not one, just 2. Red will neg it to 0, and blue will bounce it back. But if every other color, it will be KO'd. You can get to draw 2 cards, and you get to self awaken as well. Yo, Cisco, what up, Brody? We not scared. We not scared. And look, and we talking about your color. This is your color right here. This is the alternate art version of the Pansy Daima. Definitely a cute card. It's definitely cute with the pink in the back. Hopefully the holo will be a little bit different than the other sets, but I don't feel like these holos gonna be kind of expensive this set. For pre-release, it's definitely gonna be expensive. People's gonna be try to spam on selling these for like $40 to $50, and that's gonna be crazy. Those red cards are kind of cheeks. Well, for the Diamond Leader, it's definitely kind of not. But we're gonna have to wait and see. We just gotta see how people actually build their decks. Honestly, we just gotta, because remember, if I'm not mistaken, the leaders' effects are Diamond locked. If I'm not mistaken. Next up is the Piccolo Mini Diamond 2 drop 20k swing 10k combo vanilla card. This is the only time that you actually see Piccolo being seen. Because people don't play Piccolo. I feel bad for Piccolo. Not even the leader gets played. They just did him dirty. No crazy real support for the current leaders. Yeah, not really. The ones and twos and stuff like that. I'm kind of interested in one of the cards in yellow that actually came out to support one of the old leaders, and I'm like, okay, I see them. I see them try to give support to other leaders, which is gonna be a long time from now that they actually gonna get played. Boma Mini Super Combo, standards a Super Combo, 10k on offense, 20k on defense. Next up is the Vegeta Mini Dimer. It's a 2-drop, 15k swing, 10k combo. Permanent on your turn. This card get in the battle area gets 5,000 power, and it's a self awakener as well. So it's definitely good if you want to awaken your leader as soon as possible, so you can start, putting your swings to the point that they're either swinging to 25 or maybe 30k swings early in the game. But sometimes awakening a little bit too fast is not good depending on the matchups. But this card could definitely be good. But what I'm liking about Red right now that they're actually coming out with a lot of 10k combo cards, which previous sets don't have that. They have these bodies that people use, like the Gohan 3-drop, the Jiren 4-drop, the Kefla will be the only 10k. Um, the hit, some people use the hit 2-drop. Cards like that, they only 5k or zero combos. So, Red was kind of weak with the combo power. But going into this set, Red is definitely looking at a lot of combo power with the 10k combos. Even though they small bodies, or small bodies could definitely do damage. Next up is the Majin Buu Good, 4-drop, 20k swing, 10k combo. On play, if your leader's awakened, this card gets 15,000 power for the turn. I'm not sure how I feel about this card being a 4-drop, 20k, and it's a Universe 7. So if people want to play the UIs, not the UI, the U7, the old Set 1, I think it's Set 1, yeah, it's a Set 1 leader, you could definitely potentially use this card as well because on offense he'll be swinging for 25, and then with the plus 15, if your leader is awakened, you could, that's a 40k swing for 4 costs, definitely good as well. But then after that, it'll be at 20k swing on a defense. But at least you did kind of put a uh, some type of pressure on your opponent because 40k swing is definitely a high number to protect yourself from. I'm trying to talk about the positive end of this. Some of these cards not going to be looked at. Some of these cards not going to be played because there's a lot of cards that we already have for red that are definitely too good to take out for these mediocre cards. But just reading them, and if you want to switch things up, just in case you can't get those cards that you need, you got substitutes to play with. Because a lot of people that's coming into the game. Because I know a lot of people that's coming into the game now. Um, they won't have the Jirens, they won't have the Sun Gohans and stuff like that. So these are like mediocre cards that you can actually still put in your deck right now until you start getting those cards. That's in the client and in locals as well. So it all depends on, not everybody has the same you know pocket to spend money and stuff like that. This is Monitor Daima. Is a 2-drop, 15k swing, 10k combo. When attacking, if there is a battle card with 25 power or more, choose up to one battle card in your opponent's battle area, and it gets minus 10,000 power for the turn. If this card would have been a 20k swing, it would have been different. But since it's a 15k swing, it's good on the offense because you have potential power boost from the leader or cards that you have in your hand or on the field that can actually boost this up. But on the defense, you're not going to cover for this. So when attacking, you'll probably just use that effect once. So this is definitely not a good card to be playing off rip. Yes, it's a 10k combo. It's definitely good for the beginning of the game, but for the mid and late game, this is not a card that I want to play because 15k, it's not going to be it, honestly. Next up will be the Moscow. It's a 2-drop, 20k swing, 0 combo. Got a destruction from Universe 3. On play, look at Look at 5 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to one non-Moscow card with God of Destruction and a special traits and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your owner's deck in a random order. This definitely, I'm not even gonna lie. This card is kind of dookie. Dookie, garbage, trash, however you want to say it, because it's a non-Moscow card, granted, but then you're saying it has to be a God of Destruction card. There's not that many God of Destruction cards that we're actually playing right now that we're gonna search for or have that many of in the deck. So I'm not sure how this is actually gonna help in most of the decks that's actually being built now. So this is definitely a card that not gonna be seen in any of the decks. Next up is the new adventures, an extra card, zero combo. I mean zero cost. Activate on battle only on your turn. If your leader is awakened, your battle cards with Daima in his card names that are in battle gets 15,000 power for the turn. This is definitely going to be a great card to be played you know, in the Daima leaders, which we have two of. So be prepared, guys, that they're gonna anybody that's playing Daima Goku and Daima Super Saiyan Goku, they're gonna have this card in his deck because it's zero cost and it's on the offense. Defense, yeah, they're gonna have to, bite the bullet. But there's so many 10k combos and that you can actually potentially have in your hand that will protect you. But this card on the offense, you could basically put anybody that has a 15k swing, 20k swing into swing for 30 to 35, almost 40k swings, and apply definitely pressure on your opponent to burn cards at the hand, or they're gonna take the take the hit and take a life or whatever the situation is. Next up is Meanie Bodies, a one drop. Activate on main, choose all battle cards in your opponent's battle area, and it gets minus 5,000 power for the turn. Um, it's alright. I don't really feel like people's gonna be playing this card. There's so many other cards that you can actually play. This is only if you're gonna play like a full blown diamond deck. But if you're gonna play like with mixed cards, I don't feel like this is gonna be a card that people's gonna be playing. But it's good. It's a thought to actually play, but it's not really as much. Next up is Warp Sama. Is a one cost activate on main. Look at 5 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal to one card with Daima in its card name and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your owner's deck in a random order. Or activate on battle on your opponent's turn. Your cards that are in battle gets plus 15,000 power for the turn. So you can definitely play this and the new adventure guard. So this will be on the defense and the new adventure card on the offense. So definitely now you're protected on both ends of the turn. So yeah, so I can see Daima actually playing this and the other card side by side. Next card. So they did a alternate art version of one of the old cards from set one. There's a set one, right? Yeah, there's set one, which is Android 18, 2 drop, 15k swing, 10k combo on play. Look at 5 cards on the top of your deck and reveal up to one Krillin or one Android 17 and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck in the random order. So what I'm liking about Bandai with Dragon Ball Fusion World that every set they come out with old previous sets, a different alternate art. But I don't really see people playing this card. I like the art job at the back, but I don't really feel like people's gonna be playing this because the Krins and the Androids, those are not cards that people actually be playing a lot of. Next up will be the first Dokkan card, Dokkan Battle collaboration, Glimpse of a Heavy Arrogance. We already know what this card does. When Set 2 came out, um, Top Cool was actually playing this card crazy. Um, when I went to the regionals, when Set 2 was out in Chicago, it was horrible. Everybody was playing Glimpse. The Top Cool with the Kefla, with the Roshis, and the Ribian. It was just crazy. Some people still play this card. I see a lot of people actually collecting this card and actually playing this card again. But the artwork is definitely official. I like it. I like the collaboration between the both. Um, but yeah, hopefully if I do get this card, it's gonna be on sale, people. It's gonna be on sale. I'm not a Team Red guy. Next up is the other Dokkan battle card. I think this is the last card for red. It's a this is definitely going to be played. A lot of people play this card. It's set 3 Vegeta, 3 cost, 20k swing, 5k combo. When attacking, discard 2 cards from your hand until the end of your opponent's next turn. This card can be KO'd and it gets 3,000 power for the turn. So he'll be at 50k swing and swing and defense, but it can be KO'd and activate on main once per turn. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with 25k power or less and KO it, then KO this card. So if you use the effect of the first when attacking, you can definitely use the effect of the second and he'll still be on the board. So I think that's it for red. Yep, that's it for red. We're gonna go to the next color. Let's go to advanced search. I said I wanted to talk about black, so we're gonna talk about black. So the black leader that's coming out will be Gogeta. 15k swing. When attacking, draw 1 card. When your life is at 4 or less, flip this card. The only bad part about this is you don't get to draw when you try to awaken him. That's the only fallout of this leader. On the awakened side, the artwork is beautiful. There's the alternate art version. It's a 20k swing. When attacking, draw 1 card. Activate on main once per turn. Tap 1 energy. If you don't have an energy marker, you place 1 energy marker. That's definitely good because black is built on energy markers effects. Either using the energy marker or actually having an energy marker on play. Definitely can see a lot of this card effect being used a lot, and definitely being played once per turn. Try to get as much um, control with the effect of the energy marker. So definitely I can see that. Because you're tapping to get an energy marker. That means you'll be playing on curve from whatever turn that you want to try to play on. Next up is North Kai. It's a 3 cost 10k combo, 10k attack on play. If you have an energy marker, choose up to 1 Son Goku in your battle area, and it gets 20,000 power for the turn. I really don't like this card because it's specifying on 1 battle card. Definitely a battle card. It doesn't say like any battle card. It specifies Goku, which is kind of whack. We don't have that many Goku right now for black. Um, we're gonna have to wait and see what this. Hopefully more Gokus come out, but I don't really feel like I'm gonna use 3 energies to summon a 10k attack because this, depending on which matchup you're playing, this will get bounced back or this will get popped off the board just because of the 3 cost. And yes, it's a 10k combo, but there's other potential cards that you can actually use that is not 10k combo. Yeah, I don't feel like this card is gonna be played. Next up is the Gotenks. 3 drop, 20k swing, 5k combo on play. If you remove the energy marker to use this card, choose up to 2 battle cards with the cost of 2 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO them. This is kind of alright. The only bad part is that yes, you get to use the energy marker to special summon him, granted. But the only thing is that how many 2 costs is your opponent gonna have? Because late game, depending on the matchup, they're not gonna have 2 costs on the field that's actually gonna do a lot of damage. Maybe if you're playing against blue, they're gonna have the peel off or whatever 1 drops they have on the board just to use as 10k combos. Granted, you'll have this to wipe them off the board, but even red, if you're playing against Daima, if they try to do the whole floodgates of summoning all these 1 or 2 drops, 20k swingers, you could definitely use this effect as well to pop 2 at least off the board. And then if you have the 10-time Kamehameha, use another marker. Maybe use your leading effect to restand another energy marker. Use the 10-time Kamehameha to pop another 2 off the board. So that's 4 bodies off the board and 1 turn that you could do, and then apply pressure to your opponent. That's one idea how to take it. I could definitely see this definitely fits in the Goten decks. Gogeta deck, for sure. Next up, Baby gets support again. It's a Super Baby 2, 3 drop, 25k swing, 5k combo, auto, once per turn. When a card is used in a combo from your battle area while this card is in battle, draw 2 cards, then discard 1 card from your hand. So it's definitely good because you get to draw at least 1 card. Um, Combo this to 30k swing maybe. You could definitely search for this as well. Use this on rest mode for combo power as well. So it's definitely good because we don't have um, that many babies. I mean machine mutants that's actually 25k swings. So if you're trying to play the control version, this definitely fits in the control version better than the aggro version. But I could definitely see this card being used. How many of? That's I'm not sure. We're gonna have to wait and see how this card gets to play into the new decks, which I'm gonna try to start testing out as of tomorrow in the Untap app. Next up will be the Sun Goku, 3 cost, 25k swing, 5k combo, permanent, your turn only. If you have an energy marker, this card in the battle area has 5,000 power, so that's 30k swing. That's definitely amazing. Definitely is amazing because 30k swing, that means your opponent has to use if you're attacking me, you're gonna have to use a super combo or 2 cards out their hands gonna have to get burned or they take the hit. And it's a self awakener. So this is definitely a good card to use. The Supreme Kai to get to boost this up to 50 goes crazy, but you gotta think about it. There's only 4 Gokus that you can actually max out to. So to have this card and that card at the same time, those are 6 energies that you're gonna be using. So I don't feel like that card is gonna be helpful. But this card itself, definitely a good card. Next up is the best of the best card for black right now, coming out for set 5, not going to set 5, but coming out for set 5 is a Sun Goku, 5 drop, 30k swing, 5k combo. On play, if you remove the energy marker to use this card, draw 2 cards. Activate the main. Once per turn, discard 1 card from your hand, then switch this card in the battle area to active mode. So you're not losing anything, honestly. You're basically drawing 1 card for free. Yes, you're discarding 1 card, but it doesn't really matter because you basically just drawing cards for free. For the fact that to get this to swing 30k swings twice, or even more if you want to combo it to more than just 30, just for 1 card, that's not bad, honestly. That's definitely not bad. And it has the 5k combo, which we're trying to avoid 0 combos at this point. This is the alternate art version of it. Hopefully it doesn't look like that. You could barely see his face. I like the artwork. I see where they're coming from with the artwork. They're trying to make it like really impactful. Like try to make it look like it's popping out the card. But something about the face area looks kind of like blurry. Hopefully it's just the website itself. But I like the artwork. Definitely good. Next up is Sun Goten, 2 drop, 20k swing, 10k combo, vanilla. This card is definitely gonna be most likely gonna be used. Like I said earlier, vanilla card is not really a big thing unless you know you have cards that potentially special summons vanillas. But we do end up getting a vanilla card that's not a vanilla card, a trunks card that actually special summons this card for free if you actually use an energy marker to special summon the trunks. Then you have another vanilla card, Sun Gohan Adolescence, 3 drop, 25k swing, 10k combo. Like I said, vanilla cards not going to be used. We're not on that stage of just using regular standard cards to like swing. You could probably get another 3 costs like the Sun Goku's, which is a 3 cost 25k swing. But if you have an energy marker, he goes up to 30. So like that, you know. Granted, it's a 10k combo, but you could probably play something a little bit better. This is the Grand Kai Super Combo, Standard, Offense, 10k combo boost, Defense, 20k combo boost. Nothing out of the ordinary. Next up is the Trunks. Like I was just talking about the Goten. This Trunks special summons the Goten for free. It's a 2 cost, 20k swing, 5k combo. On play, if you remove the energy marker to use this card, play up to one skillless Sun Goten with a cost of 2 from your hand. So that's definitely good as well. Especially some like start spamming the board with small bodies, both 20k swingers is definitely good. Um, and then on the offense is good. On the defense, let's see if they actually last to stay on the board. Next up is West Kai, 3 drop, 5k attack, 10k combo blocker, 1 KO'd if you don't have an energy marker. You place 1 energy marker. I don't know how I feel about this card. The cost is a little bit too much for me, for my liking. Yes, it's a blocker. Like I said, we're gonna have to use a lot of blockers going into this set. Um, but for it to be a 3 cost, depending on the situation, depending on the matchups, red can actually just neg this to 0. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be a KO. It's basically a removal. Blue will bounce this back. Black, depending on the cards that you're using, gonna get bounced back. So I definitely don't feel like this is gonna be a good card going into set 5. I feel like a 3 cost you can use something else, but this is not good. Next up, supporting my leader that I'm playing right now, Bardock. 5 drop, 30k swing, 5k combo. It's a crit battle card, which is good. That means once I swing with him, is either you take the card and it goes to the graveyard, or you're gonna have to burn either a super combo or 2 cards at your hand to, come out of this power swing. Auto once per turn, and is only on your turn. If your leader is Bardock, that's good. That's Bardock lock. So, Bardock is getting its own, support. When your card is used in a combo while this card is in battle, choose up to 1 battle card and a cost of 4 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. Definitely good. So just imagine you have the 5 drop double strike on the field, and then this on the field. Combo 2 cards with this card. That means you could pop a 4 or less off the field with this effect, and the double strike pops whatever off the field as well. So you get to pop 2 bodies off the board, which is definitely good. Next up is the Pycon, 2 drop, 20k swing, 0 combo. Add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. That's good. Self Awakener. 1 attacking. If you have an energy marker, look at 2 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card with another world in his special traits and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck. In any random order. This is definitely good because you could probably most likely try to get the Goku, the Sun Goku, from your deck. That could start swinging at 30k swings and everything else. And then what's good about this card is every time you swing, so you get to manipulate the top 2 cards at your deck to see what you could take out of it, and then the next one will be bottom deck. This is the alternate art version of it. Definitely fire. I like it. Can't say much about it. Just gotta have to wait and see how it looks on hand. Next up is the Videl, 1 drop, 15k swing, 10k combo, vanilla. People is definitely not gonna use this card because there's nothing about it that you'll get out of it. You could use other 1 drops that gives you probably the same swing, probably less combo, but has an effect that actually helps you for the turn. Or, same cost, same combo, different attack, and probably has a different cost type of effect. Now we got East Kai, 1 drop, 5k attack, 10k combo, and is a blocker. I'm not a fan of these 1 drop blockers because they can easily be removed on the battlefield depending on what you're playing against. If you're playing against red is gonna remove it from the field easily. Blue will bounce this back. Black will bounce this back. Green will just try to stomp out of this. So this 1 cost is not going to be used. Another baby support, Boma GT, 2 drop, 5k attack, 10k combo on play. Add up to 1 card from your life to your hand and activate on main. Switch this card in a battle area to rest mode and draw a card. This is definitely good for the aggro version of the baby. The control version, I feel like two drop or two calls is kind of a little bit pushing it. But it all depends on how you want to build your deck because you could definitely use this card for combo power if your leader's awakened for rest mode. But it all depends. I could see this more being used in the aggro version of the baby. The control version, not sure about it. Next up is the Veku, 3 drop 20k swing, 10k combo blocker. At the end of the turn, if you have an energy marker, switch this card in a battle warrior active mode. This is the only blocker that I've seen right now that I like because the 20k swing is a 3 drop. Yes, granted, it's a 50-50, might get bounced back. 50-50 might stay on the board. If you have the energy marker, you can restand this card. So on the offense, you got the 20k swing off the board. On the defense, you get to block a power swing or use it as a combo. Most likely, you're going to use it as a power swing. So definitely good as well. So this is a blocker I could see a lot of people using the Gogeta deck, um, or even any other decks that actually gives you an energy marker. That's built in on energy markers, but definitely on the Gogeta deck, this is going to be played on. Next up is the Vegeta, 2 drop 15k attack, 10k combo. On play, add up to 1 card from your hand. From your life to your hand. Then if you have an energy marker, choose up to 1 battle card with another world in the special traits in the battle area, and it gets 10,000 power for the turn. What I like about this is it's not locked out of using it on its own. So you could bump this card to 25 on a 2 drop, and it's a self-awaken, and you can swing. So that's definitely good to use. I could definitely see Gogeta playing this card as well. It supports any other battle card on the field to bump it up to 10, and it's a self-awakening if you want to self-awaken, just in case if your opponent is trying to avoid self-awakening you, you definitely have this card to self-awaken and, awaken and try to do what you got to do with the energy marker. Next up is another Vegeta, 3 cost, 20k swing, 10k combo. On play, if you have an energy marker, choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area with the cost of 3 or less and KO it. Definitely going to be a good card. A lot of these decks is playing 3 or less, a lot of the 3 or less bodies. So going to be a good card to play on play, 20k swing, and or maybe you don't even have to use the 20k swing. You can use it as a combo power. It all depends on how you use it. You just got to make sure that you have the energy marker for it. Next up is South Kai. It's a cantrip, 1 drop, 5k attack, 5k combo. On play, draw 1 card. Another cantrip, which is definitely good because, like I said, we're going into a set that is going to be all about draw power and combo power. So with all these 30 plus swingers, you're going to have to find a way to not gas out. Next up is Ultimate. Ultimate Sparking is an extra card, 1 drop, activate on battle, only on your opponent's turn. Your cards that are in battle gets 20,000 power for the battle. Then if you remove the energy marker to use this card, choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area, and it can attack for the turn. So that's definitely good. So if your opponent does not calculate its swings, you could use an energy marker and lock one of the bodies on the board. So potentially you could survive 1 more turn and you not use that many resources to like defend yourself off of the power swing or whatever swing that it is that you're trying to lock out. So definitely a good card to use in the Gogeta deck. In other decks, we're gonna have to wait and see. Next up is the Soul Punisher, 4 drop. Activate on main, choose 1, choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and KO it. That's good because it's not specifying like a cost, so you could just pop whatever. And if you remove the energy marker to use this card, choose up to 2 battle cards in your opponent's battle area and KO them. This is definitely good because the Gogeta deck, if you look at it, it's playing a lot of 2 drops, like small bodies. So playing this card in your deck, even though you're playing small bodies, you're popping their big bodies off the board, and you use the energy marker to use it to pop the two, and if you have like the secret rare Sun Goku, the 4 drop, you can actually draw a card at the end of the turn because you use the energy marker. So you get to control your opponent's board by just trying to pop as much bodies off the board. Next up is Fusion Resurrection. Is a 1 drop. Activate on main. If you have an energy marker, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card with Saiyan and its special traits and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your owner's deck in random order. Gogeta is definitely going to be using a lot of Saiyan cards from what it looks like. So this card could definitely be used as a searcher. Probably 2 of these could be good for the deck because if you try to like fulfill on getting certain cards as soon as possible, this can actually help you out. Next up is Trash Talk. Funny name for it. Is a 1 drop. Activate on main. Draw 1 card. Then, if you have an energy marker, choose up to 1 battle card with the cost of 4 or less in your opponent's battle area, and it can attack for your opponent's next turn. So is that definitely good? A lot of people's gonna be using this card because it locks. It gives you a draw. It's basically I forgot what the card name for yellow is. Soul something. They're basically doing the same thing that that card does. You just gotta make sure that you have the energy marker up in order for the secondary effect to be used. So you could draw, lock a body from 4 or less on the field, and they can't swing for the next turn, which is good. Bringing back the Pan GT from set 3. It's a 2 drop, 20k swing, 5k combo. The alternate art is different. Definitely gonna try to get this card for myself. Try to like whatchamacallit, try to max out on rarities on my Bardock deck. Um, Definitely gonna. I'm not sure. I'm definitely gonna try to go Gogeta deck just to test it out. But I'm definitely most likely gonna lean more into the baby deck because Bardock only got 1 support, and most of the support that's coming out now is mostly for the Gogeta deck. So Bardock is really falling off the tier the tier list on blacks. So we're gonna have to wait and see. So talking about the Sun Goku, this is the first Black Dokkan Battle collaboration card. This card I definitely want to get 4 of. Uh, no, not really. I thought this was the SCR one. This is actually the one that's Sun Goku leader locked. This is a 4 drop, 30k swing, 5k combo permanent. If your leader is Sun Goku GT and this card gets 45,000 power for or more, this card gets double strike. So yeah, this is Sun Goku GT leader locked. I thought this was the other SCR Goku. I guess they wanted you know do the collaboration on that. But definitely like I like the artwork. The artwork is fire. I could just imagine how it looks when it's hollow. Last but not least, I think this is the last card for black. It's a lonesome final battle for Bardock. It's a field card. It already came out for it when it came out for set 3. Actually no, this came out for the starter deck. The Bardock starter deck. So now they got the alternate art version, Dokkan Battle collaboration. Definitely a card that I want to collect as well. Um, but it's definitely I like the artwork. I think that's the last of it for black, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yes, that's the last of it. Let's go to the next color. Next color will be yellow. So the next color for yellow will be Janemba. That's the leader for yellow going into set 5. One attacking, draw 1 card. When your life is at 4 or less, draw a card, then flip this card over. That's the front side. The back side, the alternate art version looks amazing, fire. I've seen the hollow version. Looks very um it looks very awesome. Like I just like the artwork. You guys have to see it when it comes to the hollow. They have it online. That they have it like rotating. They have like the motion version of it, so you can actually see the artwork a little bit better. It's a 20k swing. When attacking, switch up to 2 of your energies to attack active mode. As you can see, you don't draw while you swing. You only get to restand 2 energies to active mode, which is definitely good. It's a win-lose situation. Activate on main once per turn. Tap 2 energies. Draw 1 card. Then choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and switch it to rest mode. Um, so basically, you'll be attacking first, then using his effect to draw the card, and then rest the body on the board, and then try to swing with your battle cards on the field. If you're trying to avoid your opponent awakening, if you're already awakened before him. First card we're gonna talk about is King Cole, 4 drop, 25k swing, 0 combo. On play, if you have a total of 3 or more cards with Freezer Clan and their special traits among your leader and battle cards in your battle area, play up to 1 non-King Cole battle card with the cost of 4 or less, and Freezer Clan and the special traits from your hand. This card is definitely support for the cooler. I repeat, this card is the support for cooler. Ginyu is a Frieza army, not a Frieza clan. And I think Frieza is not a Frieza army. I mean, it's not a Frieza clan. I think it's just a Frieza army. And even if it's a Frieza clan as well, I could definitely see this card being played there. But I feel like this card is going to be more supportive for the cooler deck. Cooler is definitely getting more support. 25k swing is definitely good. The effect of the cooler could restand this card to swing um, for 25k as well. Again, so I could definitely see cooler. I'm definitely gonna have fun building a cooler deck. I first started playing with cooler when I started this game. Definitely good to see. Uh, Super combo Zarbon standard offense 10k combo boost, defense 20k combo boost. Next up is Psyche Demon, 1 drop, 5k attack, 5k combo, cantrip on play, draw 1 card. Uh, Zangia, 2 drop, 20k swing, 5k combo from the Bojack's Brigade. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. When attacking, tap 1 card, draw 2 cards, then discard 1 card from your hand. This is definitely going to be a good card to play in the Janemba deck. I could definitely see that. Um, every other leader, most likely not, but Janemba definitely could see it because of the potential of tapping one to draw and everything else. Draw power is going to be a big thing when it comes to Janemba. Next up is Jace. We got a new Jace card, 2 drop, 20k swing, 5k combo. It's a crit leader. I mean crit battle card, definitely good. And add 1 card from your life to your hand. That's definitely good as well. Self Awakener. Guinea Force definitely getting support as well. Frieza's getting support. Um, so I don't feel like this is gonna be used in what you would call it in the Janemba deck. I feel like this is mostly for the Captain Ginyu. Next up is Lord Jaguar, 1 drop, 5k attack, 10k combo. Activate main, switch this card in the battle area to rest mode. Add up to 1 non-Lord Jaguar card with the cost of 3 or less and Jaguar Island and its special traits from your drop to your hand. We don't have that much Jaguar cards just yet, but I feel like for the next set we will. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. But I don't feel like this card is gonna be used right now going into set 5. Next up is Janemba, 2 drop, 20k attack, 10k combo, vanilla card. Definitely not going to be used because the vanilla card, you could definitely put something else that's a 2 drop that does a little bit more than just be a battle card. Next is Janemba, 3 cards, 25k swing, 5k combo. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Definitely good Self Awakener. Then switch 1 energy to active mode. Choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and switch it to rest mode. That's what I'm talking about. It has 3 effects on play just for the cost of 3 energy. That's definitely good. And it's a 25k swing, which is standard right now. It's just in case if you're playing against Jiren or Zamasu that's already awakened or Brawly that's already awakened. 25k swing is nothing, so you don't have to combo with this card to make them burn a card out their hand. But definitely a Self Awakener, and activating one of your energies back up is definitely good. So I could definitely see 4 of these in a Janemba deck. There's the alternate art version of it. It definitely looks. It looks. I'm not gonna lie. Right now, looking at the picture, it looks garbage. It looks whack. It looks like it's the alternate art version don't look official. But you have to see this card, the motion version of this, and you're gonna see how the hollow looks. I feel like this is one of the best hollow cards that we're getting for set 5. You just have to wait and see. Next up is Butter. 2 drop, 20k swing, 5k combo on play. Choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and switch it to rest mode. That's definitely good as well. Captain Ginyu is getting a lot of support. Don't be surprised, people, to see people playing Captain Ginyu again because he's getting a lot of support. Hopefully, his 25k swingers coming on board when it comes to the support, but we're gonna have to just wait and see. Next up is Bio Warrior. 1 drop, 10k attack, 10k combo. Activate on battle. KO this card in the battle area and choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area. Switch it to rest mode. I could definitely see this being used in the Janemba deck, but we're gonna have to wait and see. I just feel like you could probably use something different to substitute out of this. But maybe when the Bio Brawly come out, this is definitely gonna be used. Talk about Bio Brawly. Bio Brawly, 3 drop, 20k attack, 10k combo. When attacking, if you have 2 or more active energy draw to cards. So that means you have to swing with your leader first to restand 2 energy markers. Summon this, swing with this, you get to draw a card. And you drew a card with the effect of your leader after you swing with this. So you'll swing with your leader first to restand, swing with this to draw a card, then use the effect of your leader to draw another card. So you get to draw basically 3 cards in turn, because you got to draw for the turn, swing, draw with this, and then activate the effect of your leader to draw another card. So that's 3 extra cards in your hand. Another Bio Brawly card, Big Body, 5 drop, 35k swing, 0 combo. On play, draw 1 card, then switch 2 energies to active mode. That's definitely a big thing to have as well, because to restand 2 more energies while you summon this, you can probably summon another body on the board. You already draw a card. Just imagine summoning a 3 drop Bio Brawly if you have the energy for it. Or maybe he's already on board to swing again to draw another card, then use the effect of your leader to draw another card. That's crazy. So that'll be 4 cards in the turn. Now it's the alternate art version of the Bio Brawly. It's just crazy how it went from him being green bio now to purple bio. I don't know what was the whole purpose of that, but definitely a good art. I somewhat like the artwork a little bit. Bio Brawly is really ugly. I'm not gonna lie. Next up is Frieza. 3 cards, 20k swing, 10k combo. When attacking, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Then choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and switch it to rest mode. So there's a lot of self-awakeners this set, and a lot of resting on this set for yellow. So it's definitely good. So that means you get to control the scenario of the board. Try to swing for board as much as possible to burn out cards out of your opponent's hands, or try to lock, or try to use the 6 drop if you get the 6 drop in your hand, because the 6 drop Frieza can only pop something that's rested on the board, and then this is every time it swings. So I could definitely see this being a good card in any of the decks, maybe on the Captain Ginyu deck too. Next up, support for the Majin Buu Evil. Is Majin Buu Evil, 3 drop, 20k swing, 5k combo, on play, self-awakener, and then when it's KO'd, choose up to 1 rest mode battle card with the cost of 3 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. That's definitely good because it's a self-destruct, and if you know about your leader, Majin Buu Evil, once a Majin or Evil Wizard is popped off the board, he gets to restand 1 energy or restand himself, so that's definitely good as well. Next up is Mecha Freezer, 1 drop, 5k attack, 5k combo, activate your main, switch this card to rest mode in the battle area. Look at 3 cards on the top of your deck, reveal to 1 card from the Freezer clan and its special traits, and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your owner's deck, random. So this is definitely good for the cooler deck as well, because it will be basically a blocker. Because if you leave this on the board, I would get to look at the top 3 cards every single turn on to get a card off my deck. And then since this is gonna be on the field, you can just they're gonna either try to swing at this to just try to avoid you getting another card, extra card out of your deck to your hand, or just leave it on the field and just continue swinging for board. I mean for leader. Next is Men. 1 drop, 5k attack, 5k combo. On play, look at the 5 cards at the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 non-Men card with Jaguar's Island and its special traits and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your owner's deck in random order. I don't feel like this card is going to be used for this set. Maybe when Battle Bradley comes out, as a leader, this card is going to be one of the searchers. Next up is another Freezer army for Captain Ginyu or Freezer support. Raccoon, 2 drop, 20k swing, 5k combo. On your turn permanent, if you have a total of 3 or more cards with Ginyu Force and its special traits among your leader and battle cards in your battle area, this card gets 5,000 power. That's definitely good because now you got a 25k swinger. Because you definitely need, that's one thing that Captain Ginyu had a problem with, that didn't have 25k swingers. They had a lot of 20ks. So if you're playing against Jiren was a problem because you have to combo out of it. And sometimes, burning too many cards at your hand, and then when you go on defense, you don't have potential power to defend yourself from power swings. Dazzling Onslaught, extra card, 2 drop, activated on battle. Your card that are in battle gets 25,000 power for the turn. Then switch up to 1 of your energies to active mode. That's definitely good. I already see where Janemba is going to be at. Janemba is going to be a headache. He's going to be a problem. I could definitely see how he's going to be a real big threat. But on paper, it looks good. That's how Majin Buu Evil was. And then people started to see the potential on where's the weak points of the leader comes into effect. And they started working around it. So Majin Buu kind of fell off a little bit. So hopefully Janemba doesn't fall into that category as well. But on paper, it definitely looks great. And it's going to be a real big threat going into set 5. Next up is Hell. Raksasha. I don't know. I'm not going to try to pronounce that word. So 2 drop, activate on battle. Your cards that are in battle gets 25,000 power for the battle. Then choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and switch it to rest mode. It's basically the same thing as the other one, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, it's the same thing. Oh no, this one is activate energy. This is actually resting a body on the board. Okay, definitely I can see it. Then you have Jaguar's Islands, a field card. Switch this card in the battle area to rest mode. Play up to 1 battle card for the cost of 1 and Jaguar's Island and the special trades from your hand in rest mode. Alright, I'm gonna have to wait and see when set 6 come out, because this is not gonna be played at all for set 5. Next up is Wicked Rampage, 0 cost. KO 1 Psychic Demon in your battle area. Look at the 5 cards at the top of your deck and reveal it to 1 Janemba and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your owner's deck in a random order. Then play up to 1 Janemba with a cost of 2 from your hand. Alright, we're gonna have to wait and see how this card is gonna be played. There's a lot of cards that actually came out, so we're gonna have to see. Cause 0 for it to search for 0 cost is definitely good. But at the same time, you actually play 1 free card, 1 free Janemba 2 or less for free. So that's not bad. Next up is Fierce Hyper Beam, 1 cost. Activate on main, draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 rest mode battle card in your opponent's battle area, and it can switch to active mode during your opponent's next turn. So now I see why there's a lot of cards that rest his bodies, because this card is actually going to lock them down for them to not swing next turn. And you get to draw a card at the same time. There goes the Big Boss for yellow for set 5, which is Frieza, 4 drop, 30k swing, 0 combo. Is a barrier, so that means it can be affected by anything. When attacking, tap 2 cards, choose up to 1 rest mode battle card with the cost of 5 or less in our opponent's battle area and place it into your owner's drop. So for people to actually be mindful that it does not say KO, it's just said to place. It doesn't say KO or remove. So the effect of, you know, the effect of most of the cards that says that you can't remove them off, can be KO'd, they're not really being KO'd. This is the alternate art version of that card. And this is the alternate art version of that card. So 3 versions of this card. And then we have Metacooler. I'm telling you, support for Cooler for this set. Metacooler, Dokkan Battle, Collaboration, Blocker. At the end of the at the end of your turn, switch this card to active mode. Definitely going to be a card that is going to be 4 of in any other deck. So anybody that gets this Metacooler, holla at me. I definitely want it. Play 4 of these. I'm definitely going to build a cooler deck just to have fun with. But I like the artwork, definitely, for sure. Next card is another Dokkan Battle Collaboration Majin Buu Evil 2 drop, 20k swing, 5k combo. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, and when it's KO'd, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. Looking like he has a Spirit Bomb. Damn, this artwork for Dokkan Battle Collaboration is definitely fire, I'm not even gonna lie. And that's it for yellow. Let's go to the next color. Next color, I would say blue. Let's go to blue. Leave green for last. So blue, we got Vegito, 15k swings on the front side. When attacking, draw 1 card. When your life is at 4 or less, place the top 10 cards in your deck into your owner's drop, then flip this card over. So you don't get to draw. You basically dump in 10 cards out of your deck to just awaken this card. And then on the awakened side, permanent on your turn, if you have 20 or more cards in your drop, this card gets 20,000 power. And then when attacking, draw 1 card. So basically, he'll be if you have 20 cards already in your discard pile, you'll be swinging for 40 every single time. This is not like basically it's like Android 17. That once Android 17 gets a 6, he's swinging for 30. This is once you get for 20 cards in your discard pile, this goes to 40. Next up is Oob, 2 drop, 15k swing, 10k combo. On play, if there's a Son Goku in your battle area, draw 2 cards, then discard 1 card from your hand. We getting Goku Black support. Goku Black have really fallen off the map since set 2, so I could definitely see how this card is going to actually help. Goku Black, 3 drop, 20k swing, 10k combo. That's definitely good, 10k combo. If you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, this card in the battle area gets 10,000 power, and it's a self-awakener as well, which Goku Black has potentially been weak at to try to self-awaken, but now having this card, you can play this card at 4, and now you got 4 extra self-awakeners, and this swings at 30 if you have 7 cards or less in your hand, which is definitely good. We have the Gold Tanks, 2 drop, 15k swing, 10k combo. Permanent on your turn if you have 10 or more cards in your drop. This card in the battle area gets 10,000 power and is a self-awakener. Another self-awakener for blue. because that's what blue was actually lacking on Self Awakeners. So now we're seeing a lot of these, and it can actually swing for 25 if they already have 10 cards in discard pile. Next up is Zamasu Fuse. So this is definitely support for the Zamasu. 4-drop, 30k swing, 5k combo on play. If you have 7 of your cards in your hand, choose up to Zamasu Fuse in your leader area or battle area, and it gets 5,000 power until the end of your turn. And it's on play, so you can swing for 35, swing, or you could bump your leader to 30, which is definitely crazy. Here goes the Son Goku, 3-drop, 25k swing, 0 combo. Add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, then choose 1. Place the top 5 cards in your deck into your owner's drop. Or if you have 20 cards or more in your drop during this turn, the next time you use an extra card with the cost of 3 or less from your hand, you don't have to pay the cost. That's definitely going to be a card that people's going to be using a lot of. Like I said, from time and time again, Vegito is going to be a deck that you're going to be playing 60 cards of. Just because you're going to be dumping a lot of cards to your discard pile. Excuse me. And this is the alternate art version of it. It definitely looks whack, like plain, but you got to see the hollow version of it. Next up will be Son Goku, another one, 2-drop, 20k swing, 10k combo. Add up to 1 card from your life to your hand and place the top 3 cards of your deck to your owner's drop. Definitely can see people playing this card as well, because you're going to try to self-awaken as soon as possible with your Vegito. You just got to protect yourself from the swings, those power swings, but you're already going to swing at 20 depending on how many cards you have in your discard pile. Next up is Son Goten Adolescence, 3-drop, 25k swing, 10k combo, and it's a vanilla card, standard. Son Gohan Adolescence, 4-drop, 25k swing, 10k combo on play. If you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, draw 1 card. This is definitely full of support of, the Vegeta, the blue Vegeta starter deck for sure. Dende, 1-drop, 5k attack, 5k combo. On play, draw 1 card, standard cantrip. Trunks Adolescence, 3-drop, 20k swing, 5k combo. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Then choose up to 1 battle card with the cost of 1 or less in your opponent's battle area and place it at the bottom of your owner's deck. Alright, I can definitely see this being played as well, because honestly, all these self-awakeners is going to be definitely a big problem if you're playing with Vegito, because you're gonna self-awaken so fast and start swinging for 40 so fast, because once you awaken, you're already dumping 10 cards. You just gotta worry about the next 10, honestly, to be at 20. Next card is the Pan, standard self super combo, 10k offense, 20k defense. Boma, 1-drop, 5k attack, 5k combo. On play, look at the 5 cards on the top of your deck, reveal to one Trunks Youth or 1 Vegeta, and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your owner's deck. Then we have the Secret Rare Vegeta, 2-drop, 10k attack, 10k combo. Add up to 1 blue card with the cost of 3 or less from your drop to your hand. Then switch this on activate on battle. Switch this card in the battle area to rest mode. If you have 20 cards or more in your drop area, your Son Goku with the cost of 3 that is in the battle area gets 30,000 power for battle. That's go crazy, because we already seen 2 Gokus. One could go up to 50 and the other one could go up to 55. Then there's the alternate art version of it. So on picture, these alternate cards look kind of whack. Like the art looks kind of garbage, like mediocre, but you actually gotta see the hollow version of it. It definitely looks good. Next up is another Vegeta, 2-drop, 20k swing, 5k combo. 1 attacking, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Then place top 3 cards from your deck to your owner's drop. So you have a lot of cards that gives you self-awaken, and dump cards at the same time. So the minute, so that means your opponent is gonna have to be mindful of swinging at you for lead because you're just gonna push them closer and closer of discarding cards from their hand on play. Um, because basically on play they're dumping cards out their hand and they actually taking a life as well. So you gotta be mindful of how you want to play against this deck. This is the 4-drop Vegito, 30k swing, 0 combo. On play, choose up to one battle card with the cost of 4 or less in your opponent's battle area, return it to your owner's hand. And when attacking, if you have 20 or more cards in your drop, your opponent can attack using battle cards with cost of 3 or less during your opponent's next turn. So you either gotta have to remove this card from the field or lock it to the point that it can't swing because um, your 3 or less bodies are not gonna be useless compared to this deck. So like if I'm playing with the Gogeta, you're gonna have to lock this card because Gogeta is gonna play a lot of 2-drops, 2-3 drops, and you're gonna be stuck on not swinging, and you're gonna have a board, and who knows if that board is gonna stay alive if depending on how they're building the deck, because they could just continue bouncing back cards. This is the alternate art version of it, that witches look fire, and hands down, I feel like this is the best alternate art card that we're gonna have for set 5. That's only my opinion. Not sure what your opinion looking like, but that's definitely gonna be a big thing about it. Next up is another Vegito, 2-drop, 15k swing, 10k combo. Activate on main. Place this card in the battle area at the bottom of your owner's deck. If you have 20 or more cards in your drop, add up to one Son Goku with the cost of 3 or less up to one Vegeta with the cost of 3 or less from your drop to your hand. So you're basically gonna swing with this first, then use the effect to bottom deck this, and then recycle 2 cards in your discard pile. That goes crazy. Then you have Majin Buu Good, 3-drop, 15k swing, 10k combo blocker, permanent on your opponent's turn. If you have 20 or um, more cards in your drop, this card in the battle gets 20,000 power. So you can protect yourself with this card by bumping this to 35, but then it goes down to 15 because you can only use this effect once in your opponent's turn. So that's definitely good. Who's gonna play it? We may never know. We just have to wait and see. Next up is Hercule, 1-drop. 1-drop, 5k attack, 5k combo. On play, place the top 2 cards of your deck into their owner's drop. Then if you have 10 or more cards in your drop, draw 1 card. That's definitely gonna be a problem as well because all these small bodies gonna build up that discard pile to the point that don't be surprised by turn 4 your opponent's leader is already awakened. Next up is Old Kai, 1-drop, 5k attack, 5k combo. On play, place the top 2 cards of your deck into your owner's drop. Then if you have 10 or more cards in your drop, choose up to one of your leader or up to one battle card in the battle area, both with Saiyan and the special traits, and it gets 5,000 power for the turn. So just imagine trying to bump this, using this and try to bump your leader to 45. That goes crazy. 45, that means your opponent is gonna have to dump a super combo and a 10k instead of a super combo and a 5k. Sacred World of the Kai is a field card, 2-drop, activate on main, switch this card in the battle area to rest mode, place the top 2 cards of your deck into your owner's drop. That's definitely a problem as well because it's basically supporting a lot of the Vegito to dump a lot of cards from your deck to your discard pile. So like that, when he's awakened and ready to go, you're gonna be swinging for 40k swing from there on forth. Next up is Savior of the World, 0 cost, activate on battle. If you have 20 or more cards in your battle area, in your drop, your cards are in the battle. Excuse me, gets 15,000 power for the turn. So it's this. You already know people's gonna be using this card to protect themselves. Playing 4 of these is definitely good because they're coming out of no cost. Next up is Unraveled Fusion Father. Activate on main, choose up to one Vegito with the cost of 4 or more in the battle area, and it gets 10,000 power for the turn. Then if you have 20 or more cards in your drop, then that card gets 10,000 power for the turn. So he's gonna get 20, depending on the Vegito that you're swinging with. He could go up to 45, 40 to 45k swings, which go crazy at one cost. Next up is CU, 3 cost, activate on main. If you have 20 or more cards in your drop, choose up to one Son Goku with a cost of 3 in the battle area, and it gains double strike for the turn. Then choose up to one battle card in your opponent's battle area and place it at the bottom of your owner's deck. That goes crazy. So for the 3 costs, you get a double strike and bottom decking a card. I'm not even gonna lie, the way blue is looking like on paper, Vegeta will be the next baby and potentially be a tier 0 card. So I mean a tier 0 leader. So this is our Dokkan Battle collaboration, the Trunks future. A lot of people's definitely gonna try to get this card because definitely a good card. So you have, which is a 2-drop, 30k swing, 10k combo. When attacking at the end of the turn, place this card at the bottom of your owner's deck. Another card, which is Zamasu. Zamasu Fuse is getting another support, alternate support. Dokkan Battle collaboration. Like the artwork on this, I could definitely see people playing this card. So Set 5 basically supports a lot of the other leaders, not just Set 5 leaders. We got the Vidal alternate art version. This is definitely going to be on everybody's radar because this 2-drop gets played by every blue color because it's a recycler every time it swings for the peel off. So we already see that this is not going to be one of the cards that are going to get banned. I still feel like peel off might get banned or limited to 1. So we're going to have to wait and see. Because there is rumors that they're going to post out a ban list. So that was the last of the blues. Now let's go to the green. The last color is green. So Son Goku is going to be for green, Namekian / Kaioken Goku. 15k swinger on the front. 1 attack and draw a card. And when your life is at 3 or less, draw a card, then this flips over. And then this is an alternate art version. Looks amazing, 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 amazing. It's a 20k swinger, but on permanent, only on your turn, this card gets 10,000 power, so he's gonna swing at 30 every single time. There's no restrictions. It's just basically gonna swing at 30. And at the end of your turn, discard 1 card from your hand. And if your life is at 2 or less, and you have 7 cards or less, 7 energies or less, add the top card of your deck to your life. First card is North Kai. It's a 3-drop, 25k swing, 10k combo vanilla. I don't feel like people's gonna be using this card. Vanilla's not really a big deal when it comes to Fusion World. After that is the Krillin, which is kind of weird that they're actually showing this alternate art version of it. But it's a 2-drop, 20k swing, 5k combo. On play is a Self Awakener, and then when it's KO, add up to 1 card from your hand into your energy and rest mode. So basically, it's a ramper, which is good. Now they show the regular version of it. That was kind of weird because you're supposed to show the regular version first, then the alternate art version. But it is what it is. So this is the regular version of it. So it's a Self Awakener as a ramp, and it's a card that you can use for ramp. Next up is a Guru, 2-drop, 10k attack, 10k combo. At the end of the turn, place one card from your life into your hand drop. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but activate on main, switch this card in the battle area to rest mode during this turn. The next time you see an extra card with the cost of 5 and the Namekian and the special traits from your hand, you don't have to pay the cost. Okay, so this card is most likely support for Piccolo. Honestly, because Piccolo have that 5 cost card that pops battle card off the field, So that's definitely good. And you have another cost of 5 and a Namekian. Yeah, so that was a Namekian. And then the Krillin card that we have as well is a 5 cost. So playing that for free. So that's definitely good because I was talking about that when they first leaked that Krillin card. Like, would there be a potentially card that minimize this from 5 to like 3 maybe, or for free? So this is basically the free card. Sun Goku, 3 cost, 20k attack, 10k combo. On your turn, if your life is at 2 or less, this card in the battle area gets 15,000. So he'll be swinging at 35. Your leader swinging at 30, and is a Self Awakener. So and it's not mandatory Self Awaken. So that's definitely good as well. So that's potentially combo power right there, because you're swinging for 35 and your leader's at 30. So you're applying a lot of pressure. Then you have the Sun Gohan Youth, 3 costs, 20k swing, 0 combo, choose 1. If your life is at 2 or less, choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and KO it. Or add up to 1 card from your life in your hand, then choose up to 1 battle card with the cost of 3 or less in your battle area and KO it. So it all depends on if you want to take the life or not. If you take the life, 3 or less gets popped. If you don't take a life, I mean, if your life is at 2, you get to pop a card off the board. Yeah, so there's no restriction on that. You just pop whatever cost. But if you take a life, then you can only pop a 3 or less. This is the alternate art version of it. Definitely looks good. I'm telling you right now, don't fall asleep on none of these alternate art cards, because right now they look plain bland. But when you see the alternate art version of them on online, the motion version of it, you'll see that the holo really pops. Next up is the Chi-Chi, standard super combo, attack 10k, defense is 20k. Next up is Chaozu, 1 drop, 5k attack, 10k combo. On play, if your life is at 2 or less, choose up to 1 battle card with the cost of 5 or less in your opponent's battle area, and it can attack during your opponent's next turn. This is definitely good. We finally got a Chaozu that is worth playing. It's definitely worth playing this card because it's a 10k combo. You can't go wrong with that 10k combo. And you're going to try to awaken as soon as possible as well. So trying to lock a 5 or less on the board, which is mostly at least 90% of opponent's deck, you're locking down. That's definitely good. Tien Shinhan, 2 drop, 20k swing, 5k combo. On play, place 1 card from your life into your owner's drop. Choose up to 1 battle card with the cost of 2 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. Definitely good for the beginning of the game, maybe mid as well, but late game, I think this is just going to be a 20k swinger and just call it a day. But the only thing that's bad about this is that you're mandated to play this to basically take a life, but it's not towards your hand, it's going to your drop. So I don't see people playing that card. Then they 3 drop, 5k attack, 10k combo. Activate on main, switch this card into rest mode in the battle area. If your life is at 1, add the top card of your life to your deck. I feel like this is a waste. 3 cards is a waste. I'm sorry. You could probably play something different. Probably play something, that gives you draw power. Or, because at the end of the day, your leader effect at the end of the turn is going to give you a life. So I don't feel like this is actually going to be good. Next up is Nail, which is 2 drop, 15k swing, 10k combo, and is a blocker. Opponent's turn. Your Guru can't be removed from the battle area by your opponent's skill, which is definitely good, because if you play this card, which you're gonna need blockers, and you play the Guru that gives you the potential of playing a 5 cost extra for free, it protects it, so they're gonna have to swing at that card. So that means you're gonna have 2 blockers on the board, basically. This is gonna block, and then the other card is going to be blocked as well, because as long as this card stays on the field, the Guru can be removed by your opponent's skill. Then we have the Piccolo, 4 drop, 25k swing, 10k combo. On play, place one card from your life into your owner's drop. That goes crazy. Add up to one card with Namekian and special traits from your drop to its owner's energy. Oh, nah, I'm sorry. This is not gonna. That's garbage. That card is garbage. That's not a card to play. Next up is Dr. Brief. One drop, 5k attack, 5k combo. On play, look at 7 cards on the top of your deck. Reveal one extra card with the cost of 2 or less and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your owner's deck. Depending on the 2 cards, that might be good, might not. We're gonna have to wait and see, because you're looking at 7 cards for your deck. Um, you might be bottom decking a lot of cards that you need just to get an extra card. So I don't think people's gonna be playing this card. Next up is Boma, 1 drop, 5k attack, 5k combo. They have a lot of 1 drop that's 5k combo, which is not good because you need the combo power. Look at 3 cards on the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with Planet Namek and its special traits, and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of the deck. Okay, I can see this card being played in a deck just because the Searcher, but you know, there's a lot of other cards that's 1 drop that does the same thing that's not really good. Next up is a Vegeta, 2 drop, 20,000, 20k swing, 5k combo. On play, add up to 1 life to your hand. Then, if your life is at 2 or less, draw a card. That's definitely good because you get to, if you already awaken, go down to 2. You're drawing 2 cards practically because of this 1 card. That's definitely good. And there's a small body you can actually swing with. Next up is Murray, 1 drop, 10k combo, 10k attack, blocker, add up to 1 life to your hand. All right. I feel like it should have been at 15 at least, 15k, because 10k will probably get eliminated as soon as possible. I'm not sure. I don't know how I feel about this card. Yes, it's good for Self Awakener. Blocker wise, I don't feel like it's gonna be able to block because they'll probably bounce it or pop it off the board easily. Next up is a Yamcha, 20k swing, 2 drop, 10k combo vanilla. Like I said, vanilla is not going to be worth playing in Fusion World unless it's being special summoned by another card in your deck. But till then, vanilla card is not good. Yo, Blaze, what up, Brody? Next card is Yard. What the hell? Yardatrian? Yardatrian? I don't know. 2 drop, 50k attack, 10k combo blocker. Add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Maybe this card will be played. Like I said, we're going into the meta that all these power swings, combo power is gonna be a big impact. But then at the same time, you're gonna need some blockers. You're gonna need blockers. Yeah, definitely. Green is definitely getting some awakeners. And definitely awakeners slash blockers. This blockers can actually survive, but if you're playing against blue, most likely you're gonna get bottom deck. If you're playing against red, they're gonna have to neck this down to 0, which is not gonna be easy. They're gonna have to use 2 cards in order to neck this, unless they summon the 3 drop Gohan to neck this down to 0. But you know, it's better this card than one of your big bodies on the board that gets necked to 15, and then they just start power swinging out of that. But at the same time, it's a 10k combo. So I definitely could see people using this in